Redman. Ein exklusives Interview. Aktueller geht es kaum. Und die Frage ist, was hat Donald Trump damit zu tun? Mein Name ist Lisa und das hier ist Seine, Deutschlands grünster Podcast. Redman ist eine Legende. In den USA hat Redman seine eigene Cannabis Partei gegründet. Im Gespräch reden wir über die Situation in den USA, über Cannabis, THC, politische Regeln und die geplante Deklassifizierung. Und dann wird es plötzlich real. Vor wenigen Tagen unterschreibt Trump eine Executive Order. Cannabis wird neu eingeordnet. Weg von der Einstufung auf einer Stufe mit Kokain hin zu Substanzen mit anerkanntem medizinischem Nutzen. Ein Gespräch mit Redman über die USA, Cannabis, seine Partei und die Zukunft dieser Pflanze. Let's go! Rein ins Interview.
Liebe Green Connection Zuschauer, heute gibt's was ganz Besonderes. Jedem, den der Film How High aus der Vergangenheit noch ein Begriff ist, der soll heute ganz genau aufpassen. Heute freue ich mich auf ein Interview mit einer der Legenden. Es ist wirklich eine Legende. Wir freuen uns heute auf Redman.
Yeah, I got the wrong guy.
Yeah. This is the wrong eye.
Yeah, right.
You have to use the right eye, yes.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wow, yeah.
You see it?
But looks so deceiving.
Absolutely.
It's about the taste of it and how it burns.
What do you think about the quality in general in the USA?
Honestly, it's all the same. It's like dispensaries around the world are trying to go for high THC levels, and honestly, that's why I really hardly smoke anymore, because the THC levels are too high. I don't want to smoke or burn bud just for the THC levels to be high, and you can't even do nothing all day because you're so high or so worn out. It's, you know, you got to make it fun. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of good quality bud in the States. It's your choice, but it's so many different varieties. Like, and I guess it's just what dispensary you go to, what dispensary do business with, which farmer and grower is very important too. But honestly, it's like everyone try to go for the high THC level, and that takes a lot of fun out of it. Yep. Now, for the young people, like, that's cool. It's like, yo, this shit is, But for, the older smokers, I just want to enjoy a good bud and just be level-headed and have fun on it. You really got to dig deep and know what kind of bud you're choosing to smoke, and where you're getting it from is very important nowadays. Especially nowadays, because, sometimes if you end up buying it off the black market, it could be things in it that's getting you high. You don't never know. So it's always just good to know your grower, your dispensary, the quality of the dispensary, the quality control of the dispensary, and, just like they used to say back in the day, and it still goes to this day, know your dealer, know your supplier. So
the cannabis legalization in the USA, what makes the legal cannabis industry with the black market cannabis, with this part of culture? Well,
here's the thing. The legal part of industry in the US compared to the black market is there's so many rules and regulations with the legal part. Me and my sister, Safita Artist Mills, my sister is the president, and we're both the co-founders of the first political cannabis party. Interesting. It's called UEP, the United Empowerment Party. Look us up at www.unitedempowermentparty.org and see the work that we're doing. We're the first political and federally approved cannabis party, meaning we're no different from the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. We're called the United Empowerment Party, meaning we can put someone in the president's chair one day, just like the other parties. And what we're fighting for is the fabric and the unjust in the cannabis industry. Because even though a lot of people don't want to look at it as political, political situation in the cannabis industry is very political. It's a lot of injustice in the cannabis industry. And what we're fighting for is to deschedule it. See, right now it's at Schedule 3. It was at Schedule 1 for over 50 years? On top, in the same place with cocaine and heroin. The main goal of our party is to deschedule it off the schedule list, period. And what would that do will open the doors for other people to have an opportunity to get into the cannabis industry and have a fair chance at capitalizing on it financially and spiritually and medically. And it'll also open the floodgates for transportation back and forth. For example, what I don't like about the legalization in the States is that if you have a grow and you're growing a certain type of bud, you only can grow and service that in that state. It ain't like you can transport it and give it to another dispensary. And if I'm growing it in Maryland, I can't just give it to New York. They will have to grow it in New York. It has to be grown in New York for New York to get that plant. So the difference between the black market, it still leaves a lot of room to tap into different aspects of the cannabis industry that the legalization can't do. Like, you might have a dude that drives to Maryland, get that particular strain, and drive it to New York and black market it and sell it. And he'll put the word out like, yo, I got that particular strain of bud, but you can't find it in the dispensary. You can only find it here with me. So, long story short, as long as there's a legalization of cannabis in other states, there will always be room for black market. The difference with that is, do you want to trust black market bud? Do you want to just go to the corner or go to some random guy and get your cannabis from them when you not knowing the quality control or where they got it from? So it plays a part of weighing out, like, hey, do I want to deal with this or do I want to drive way to Maryland and get this? It plays a lot of role, but they both run, congruent with each other, where it's like, okay, I'll take my chance with this dealer. He said he got that strand that I want in Maryland. I'm gonna take my chance with him or not. But at the end of the day, as long as there legalization of cannabis anywhere, there will always be room for black market.
Do you know the German way, the German solution of cannabis? Everybody can get a description from a doctor,
right,
and he can go to the pharmacy and buy some weed. Yeah,
right. And that's another thing that plays a role. A lot of people don't want to go to the doctor to get a prescription. They just want to
also the home grow is allowed in Germany.
You guys are allowed to grow?
Yes.
Personal?
Yes.
So anyone can just grow?
Yes. Free plants and flower.
Oh wow, that's great. See, we don't have that on the East Coast. They don't have the cultivation law where you can just grow for free. But that's why, my political party, the United Empowerment Party, what we're fighting for is to galvanize everyone under one umbrella and start making rules and regulations of our own to tell what we want in the cannabis industry, instead of these politicians using the cannabis industry as a stepping stone to get in position. They always say, even Biden, he said, I'm gonna do this for the cannabis industry. I'm gonna do this. And as soon as they get in the position, they don't do shit for the cannabis industry. And we're tired of it. We're tired of being used as a stepping stone to get in position and you don't do shit. But at the end of the day, who's holding these people accountable? No one. We just sitting back taking it. That's why so much unjust in the cannabis industry, especially in the States. For example, in Seattle, Washington, the percentage that they got to give back in a dispensary is 50%. That's ridiculous. So whatever they sell, they got to give 50% back to the state. They shut down over 90 dispensaries in Seattle alone. 90 dispensaries had to shut down because of that law. But who's holding these people accountable? Who's stepping up and saying no is wrong? We don't have that yet. So until we really get together as one and say, no, we're not tolerating it. No, this plant is a medicine. It's not just for recreational. Then we're always going to be in the same position. And it's always going to be on a schedule. The scheduling it from Schedule 1 to 3 is not better. It just made it worse, because when you at Schedule 3, you have to have a degree, if you will, to sell medicine. It is considered medicine. So the scheduling it to 3 only causes problems for the dispensary, and people don't know it because they're uneducated about the scheduling and not researching. It might sound cool, like, wow, okay, it's off of Schedule 1, now it's in Schedule 3. They like, yay, but they not knowing the risk of it. It's like, no, it's no better than being on Schedule 1. So look, like I said, look at the work we're doing. Let's deschedule cannabis, period. Let's legalize it, period. Take it off the schedule list. That way, everyone has an opportunity to enjoy it, to capitalize on it, medically, and not just recreational, and financially as well. And then we can get states to grow their own plants. We can have transportation of that strain from Maryland to New York to California. It's just a big mess right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the industry, bro.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Redman, thanks a lot for your strong words.
Yeah, no
thanks
worries.
A lot.
No
thanks
worries.
A lot,
absolutely.
and for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Das war unser Interview mit Redman, geführt von Green Connection. Verpasst kein neues Interview, keine Doku, folg unserem Podcast. Ich wünsche euch einen wunderschönen Tag. Think Green und bis bald.